right, guys, here is just a quick refresher on adding and subtracting decimals. Let's just look at a couple notes. First of all, the most important thing about when you're adding and subtracting decimals is you must line up the decimal points. Lining up those decimal points puts all of the place values in order so that you can add or subtract. If need be, you can add and subtract, you can add zeros. It's not as important with adding, but with subtracting, it helps to remind you that you're going to need to borrow. Then you go ahead and add and subtract, and then you bring the decimal straight down. So let's do a couple of examples. All right, so here's my first one. Here's a great way to set it up. So if you just simply write down the first number exactly how it's written, then I bring the decimal straight down. Then I look at the number, and I look at the numbers to the right of the decimal, and I line them up. So you've got to make sure that one number goes underneath each one. Then to the left, see how I'm lining them up? Okay, this is addition. Sorry, my line there. And so I'm going to add a 0 up here. Again, addition doesn't matter as much as subtraction. But so now I just simply add 2, 9, 15, carry my 1, 8, 6, 13. Then bring my decimal straight down. Okay? As long as you keep them lined up, everything should work out great. All right, let's look at another one. I'm going to erase this so I've got room. All right, let's go to the next one. So again, I'm going to write down the first number, 89.57. I'm going to bring my decimal straight down. Then I'm going to line up everything to the right, 8, 8, 4, and then 57 on the other side. Okay? So it's really important here that you put a 0 because that reminds you I've got to borrow. You cannot take, if you have 0, you can't take away 4. So I have to borrow. So that gives me 6. I'm going to have to borrow. I'm going to have to borrow again. A lot of borrowing here. I don't have to borrow. Yay! And there you go. Bring my decimal straight down. Okay? All right, let's do a couple more examples, and then I'm going to let you do some by yourself. So again, this is, let's see, I think that's the same one I did. No, it's not. Okay. So again, I'm going to write these down. So 6, 5, 8, 3. Bring my decimal. I'm going to write the numbers to the right. Numbers to the left. I'm going to add my zeros. And then simply add. Bring my decimal straight down. Okay? Subtraction, same thing. Line up those decimal places. The only problem that some of you have is that you write big, and sometimes your numbers might take over 2 spaces. You've got to make sure and line them up. Visually, you kind of have to think of it like you've got lined paper there, like that, okay? And if you need lined paper, let me know, or graph paper. So I'm going to add those zeros up there. All right, so I'm going to have to borrow. So I can't borrow from this one, so I got to go way over here. So I'm going to borrow from here, bring my number here, then borrow from this, leave it a 9, bring my ones over here. So now I can subtract. Borrow again. Okay? All right. So that's how you do this. All right, you've got 5 problems to work on. I want you to do those. Pause the video and then come back and check your answer. Remember, if you just copy down my answers, that's not helping you at all. You've got to do the work, and let's see how you do. Okay? Pause the video and don't turn it back on until you have your answers completed. All right, check your answers. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check those answers. If you're still having problems with these, please let me know and I can help you one-on-one. All right? All right, check those answers. Again, if you have questions, let your teacher know. Hope you have a great day.